Welcome to the Wild Weather Warriors, where animals adapt to survive. Let's start with one of our favorites, the majestic camel. In the scorching deserts of North Africa, lizards have adapted to store water in their bodies, allowing them to survive for months without drinking. But what about extreme cold? Meet the emperor penguin, who wraps its tiny body in a layer of fat and feathers to keep warm in temperatures as low as 40 degrees C. In the freezing tundras of Antarctica, sharks have adapted to swim in icy waters by slowing down their metabolism. They might be slow, but they're not going anywhere! And then there's our friends, the mountain goats. These agile creatures can scale vertical cliffs with ease, thanks to their razor-sharp hooves and sure-footedness. But what about extreme weather like storms? Bees have adapted to collect nectar, even in the midst of torrential rain. They must be thinking, "Hey, someone's got to keep the honey flowing!" Meet our masters of disguise, the chameleons. These guys can change their skin color to blend in with their surroundings, making them nearly invisible. And finally, let's talk about our friends the pufferfish. These guys can inflate their bodies twice their size to protect themselves from predators. But what about animals that can fly? Meet our feathered friends, who have adapted to navigate through extreme weather conditions. They're like the superheroes of the skies. And let's not forget about our cephalopod friends, the octopuses. These guys can change their skin color and texture to blend in with their surroundings. They're like the ninjas of the sea. But what about animals that need protection from extreme temperatures? Meet our slow-moving friends, the tortoises. These guys can withdraw their heads into their shells to stay safe and warm. And let's talk about our favorite snackers, the frogs. These guys have adapted to catch insects in mid-air using their sticky tongues. It's like they're saying, "I'm not just eating dinner, I'm performing a show." But what about animals that have adapted to extreme cold? Meet our friends, the Arctic foxes. These guys have white fur to blend in with their snowy surroundings and keep warm. They're like the snow white princess, but without the tiara. And finally, let's talk about our friends, the desert tortoises. These guys have adapted to store water in their bodies and bladders to survive in the scorching deserts. They must be thinking, "I'm not just surviving, I'm thriving." And that's all for today, folks. Remember, these incredible animals have adapted to survive in the harshest of weather conditions. So next time you're stuck inside on a rainy day, just think about these wild weather warriors. Until next time, stay wild and keep adapting.